An installment of this 4-game set, Antonio missions. Continue their 8-game homestand included, while San Antonio taking on Frisco taking on Corpus Christi. My bad, we just got the schedules mixed up a little bit. I'm gonna get our starting lineups for the visitors. So we are getting started with the starting lineups. First for the San Antonio missions. Leading and designated hitter, Rodney Tuttle. Tuttle, the DH. Ricky Irvin be the center fielder for the missions. Irvin in center. Batting third, the second baseman, Franklin Steffens. Steffens in second. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Alan Cordoba. Cordoba at left. Missions catcher, Rafi Lopez will bat fifth for the missions. Lopez catching. Derek Woodekemper be the third baseman for the missions. Woodekemper Woodley in first. Right fielder Jacob Gonzalez be batting eighth for the missions. Gonzalez at right. And shortstop Miguel Castillo round out the batting order for San Antonio. Castillo is short. On the mound for the San Antonio missions, Kenny McAllen. McAllen, today's missions pitcher. And now here's the starting lineup for your in shortstop, David Lee. Lee as short. Tony Barreras be the right fielder for the Frisco RuffRiders. Barreras at right. Johnny Fabregas be the third baseman for the RuffRiders. Fabregas at third. Hugo Potter be the catcher for Frisco. Potter catching. Bob Vila be the center fielder for the RuffRiders. Vila at center. Jose Santana be the left fielder for the RuffRider lineup. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Andy Dolly. Dolly, the DH. Charles Lockett be the eighth batting for Frisco. Lockett at first. In batting ninth, round out the batting order for the RuffRider lineup, second baseman Johnny Hyde. Hyde in second. On the mound for your Frisco RuffRiders, Teddy Van Buren. Van Buren on the mound pitcher for the RuffRiders. There's your starting lineups.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Frisco RuffRiders and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kenny McMahon, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So stepping in, David Lee, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. 0-1 pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Gonzalez is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
In now, Tony Burris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A high piece at game time. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. Burris is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Johnny Fabregas. He gets it hard on the ground with the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hugo Potter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. Fabregas is off at first with 2 away. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Teddy Van Buren gets the ball for the away side in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Rodney Tuttle. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading offers from San Antonio.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Standing in now, Ricky Irvin, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
Into the box now, Franklin Stevens. And there's a base hit on the line. And the throw in gets away from him. but luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Step on the bag for one, but they will not have a shot at two. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Stepping up now, Rafi Lopez, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Into the box, Derek Werdekemper flares this one over toward first. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Missions lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Bob Vila, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Stepping in now, Jose Santana, high in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game. That's the name of the game over at second base. It's not about range. It's not about arm strength. It's about turning every double play for your pitching staff. Making the routine play and making sure every 2 is turned.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Andy Daly. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Cordova is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in the switch hitter, Charles Lockett. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he fouls this one off. Vila leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Digging in, Vance Dudley.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down the running.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
batting ninth, the shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Castillo. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. Vila is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Leading off the inning, Johnny Hyde, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ripped down the first base line, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Ready with the 0-2. To first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Tony Burris. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Grounder down the line at third. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run.
You know, D-Row, even though we're early in this one, being down by 2, that's a huge base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, this offense won't quit, Dan. They're going to give their pitcher every chance. They were able to fight back and get it back to even. We got a new ball game on our hands.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rodney Tuttle. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Vila patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's set and the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be two. Scooped up to second for one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Rafi Lopez. He swings and grounds it to short. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Knocks one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Vila will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. San Antonio's out in front, 3-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Santana. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Andy.
Striding in once again, Andy Daly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Little dribbler up the first baseline, but it gets foul. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Hit on the ground toward the left. And he is in there.
You know, Dero, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Count even now at 1-1. Daly at third. Lockett stands at second. No outs. There's a swing and a high pop-up.
He missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
And this ought to play a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
This is foul right side. 3 runs already home here. High in the air out to center field. Castillo is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Johnny.
Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Fabregas. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The RuffRiders lead it 5-3. Leading off the inning, Vance Dudley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
So coming to the plate, Jacob Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Castillo.
Digging in now, Miguel Castillo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Vila is in pursuit, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready once again, Hugo Potter. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
2 balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder number 13.
Ready for another shot now, Bob Vila. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Jose Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on the show right after this. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Rodney Tuttle. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Vila moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Ricky Irvin, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, Franklin Stevens. And a foul pop behind the plate. Potter waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The RuffRiders are out in front, 5-3. Digging in once again, Andy Daly.
Designated hitter, Andy Daly.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
No strike.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Charles Lockett. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gonzalez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johnny Hyde. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded softly to the right. Dudley takes it in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The RuffRiders lead it 5-3. Ready for another shot now. Alan Cordoba. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Left fielder, Alan Cordoba.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Riding in once again, Rafi Lopez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Stepping in now, Derek Wertekemper. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Santana will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. First baseman, Vance Dudley.
Ready for another chance. Vance Dudley, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Tapper up the line. To his right, Fabregas. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. The RuffRiders are out in front, 5-3. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. It's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go David Lee. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that'll slice just foul at the last moment. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cordoba's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 6, Tony.
Digging in to try it again, Tony Burris. He flew out in his last at-bat. Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2-2 the count. One out, nobody on. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside. 2 out, nobody on. There's a changeup over the outside corner. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The RuffRiders lead it 5-3. Ready once again, Jacob Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a boop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Geronimo Lerma.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Castillo. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
In there, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in.
Standing in now, Rodney Tuttle. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. Burris has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ricky Irvin, is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, we'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week. Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, Franklin Stevens. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. 1 run is scored. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, Dero. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Henry Casilla takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Rafi Lopez will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
From the belt, the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Vila giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Missions lead it 6-5. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hugo Potter. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Ball and a strike.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Cordoba is after it. The 1-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a knee-high fastball. Line to the right side. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the 2nd out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
In now, Jose Santana. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is in at third base with a 2-out triple, and more importantly, represents the possible tying run.
Now batting.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Into the box, Andy Daly. 0-1 the count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery, and he fouls this one off. Santana on third with 2 out. Missed with a breaking ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
High in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez has it in his tracks. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Now batting, Derek Werdekemper.
Leading off for San Antonio. Third baseman, Derek Werdekemper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? 1 there. Now at the plate, Miguel Castillo, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a ground ball through the pole. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moved the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, Rodney Huddle. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone!
Oh, Santa Maria!
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Into the box now, Ricky Irvin as he lifts it in the air to right field. Burris is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in now, Franklin Stevens, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
In now, Alan Cordoba. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Rafi Lopez as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We've played 8 full. San Antonio's out in front, 11-5. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Charles Lockett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lockett.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Not his best performance by any stretch, but he did give his club a full 8 innings and stands to get the victory should the bullpen be able to finish things off.
Now pitching for the Mission, number 34, Harry Shea.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Cordova is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. A reminder to stick around at the conclusion of the ball game this afternoon as we'll get you full highlights of today's contest right here on the show. Standing in, Johnny Hyde. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Hard hit ball to short. Castillo from the outfield grass on to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Lee. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
11-5 the final tally in this one. The San Antonio Missions put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Kenny McMahon gets the W on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
And so the San Antonio Missions take game 2 away from Frisco. The Missions take an 11-5 victory over the RuffRiders. Well, later on is game 3 of this 4-game set. And after this 4-game set, the Missions will be ready to hit the road for the final stop, as they get ready for the Rockhounds in Midland. The season is almost over, and most likely we are getting ready to wrap up this year. Most likely the Rockhounds and the Missions will head to head in the end. Well, this will just about do it. But first, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. Cool, duple freakies, thank you. First for the Frisco RuffRiders, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Surprising. They left 3 men on base. For the missions, 11 runs, 18 hits, 1 error. They left 7 on. Well, continuously this new game will be the 3rd one. What? What?
What do you call a highway that's filled with traffic?